Nintendo Direct. Man, oh man. You know, anyone who watched that Nintendo Direct, if you are in fact a Nintendo fan, you couldn't help but walk away from that feeling excited about the future of the Nintendo platform. You've heard a lot about critics complaining about what the Wii U will offer, the experience it will have, the first-party support, the features, etc., the specs. We've heard all of these things over and over again. And what I find amazing is even though year after year Nintendo has always delivered quality, they've always been the leader in innovation, it still doesn't mean that there haven't been doubters. Doubters always seem to remain regardless of what Nintendo tries to do. Even though they completely copy Nintendo, there's still nothing but doubt about the platform's success and the future. Well, after watching that Nintendo Direct, I can safely say that the future of the Nintendo franchise as a whole is by far in good hands. Nintendo delivered in every area, and as far as I'm concerned, that they received criticism on. If you are in fact a gamer, you should be extremely excited for the first time in a long time. Why do I say that? Because for the first time that I can think of, there is a game for just about every type of genre that is available. Whether you're a platformer, whether you're an action-adventure person, whether you're a first-person shooter, whether you're a... The only thing that I didn't see represented, and actually that was Dragon Quest, which was an action RPG, and that was even represented. This, by far, has to be one of the strongest launches in the history of the console industry. They didn't just stop there. And you know, you hear people complaining about, well, I don't care about the extra features that Nintendo tried to implement with the Wii. But you know, it's interesting that the very people who say that are the very people who toot the horn of Xbox Live and all the extra things that they try to bring to the table. Except Nintendo did what was the unthinkable. They decided to provide all of this additional software for free, without a $60 premium that is required every single year. And even after this event, I find that people are continuing to complain about the pricing, even though they buy their $250 Vitas, or they have their $400 GPU graphics cards, which they upgrade every 3 years. Or they go from an SLI configuration to a single card configuration after a couple years and spend the additional money and resources required to maintain such things. We have a platform, Nintendo, that is well known for its first-party titles, the greatest first-party titles that exist in any home console, and it's easily safe to say that. We still have doubters. Doubters who claim that, what have they shown that we haven't seen before, or that you can't find on any other platform? And I find that ironic, this coming from the other platforms, which are nothing but multi-plats. The greatest company in the world for first-party titles adds to that library, such as Bayonetta 2, Monster Hunter Tri-G, and Project P100, aka now The Wonderful 101. You know, these titles are added to a library that is already full of depth when it comes to first-party title exclusives. No one can match the success Nintendo already has created with their first-party titles. And now that with the creation of these and additional games such as Call of Duty with extra features that are only available on the Wii U, no one can deny the success that the platform has and the future that it has ahead of it. Last but not least, to all of the wonderful PC elitists out there that continue to complain about the most pitiful of things, such as, it doesn't have quality titles, and it doesn't have this, doesn't have that, the graphics still aren't the way I want them to be. No one is trying to please you. You see, for every individual that you try to criticize, why don't you spend that time criticizing yourselves? Not every individual owns a 670. or a 680, or a 690 in fact. Spend more time worrying about how the PC platform can innovate. Lord knows the PC platform hasn't changed since the very beginning, except graphically. You have no options or other possibilities of gameplay that exist beyond the keyboard, mouse, and just recently, quote unquote, the controller. You will never have the experience of playing on a tablet, quote unquote, and then retiring to your room to continue that very match in the matter that the Wii U will have. For all your features that you're so proud of graphically, you lack any innovation that will continue to let your platform grow. I actually pity the PC platform. The only thing you are aware of is specs and hardware, and little to no innovation.